Hey YouTube, how's it going? We're here. We're back with My Hero, chapter 393. Really quick, if you could like the video for me, please, I'd greatly appreciate it. 2 weeks. Last panel we leave off with is Ochako and Toga flipping through the air and Ochako gets stabbed, maybe, possibly, I hope not. But damn sure looks like it, and we end off with Toga thinking about, is she thinking about twice saying, what about it, a name? Or is it like one of these like weird memories? Like new, I don't know, Cork stuff. Who knows? Let's hop in. All right, here we go. Say, Toga, don't you want a villain name of your own? The girl's ego, 393. Indeed. Come to think of it, you and the boss are the only ones here without villain names. Let's name you. Doesn't matter. No, thank you. A villain name adds a bit of class. Vampiris. Vampiris. Carmilla. Keep forgetting that Spinner is a weeb. Suck. Lick a tongue. No. Stupid. That's just some crowd-pleasing crap. A holdover from before the quirk registration system. You're one to talk, Dobby. His real name we've yet to learn. They're basically used to be no difference between heroes and villains. One theory says the alias stuff started when you'd have an anonymous enemy and needed to call them something. From there, some decided to adopt. That's what I'm talking about. Adopt those very nicknames to hide their identities. Assuming another identity like a new skin. Whoa, what the freak? Assuming another identity like a new skin was a matter of survival. I don't know what the hell's going on. At some point, they went all in with code names ripped straight from comic books. According to this theory, it all started with people announcing themselves by those aliases. That's why the world turned into a comic book. Okay. Anyway, I'm good. The names can be cool and all, but Yay! This is why I joined the league. Life is too hard. I want to live as Himiko Toga. Alright. Your rules tell you to pity me, but don't you dare. She really stabbed her. She does have a handful of a boob. She's grabbing her left boob. And she stabbed her from this angle. She stabbed her right. That's a terrible spot to be stabbed. Let's hope it's not. She stabbed her in a terrible place. Like a terrible place. She stabbed her in a really bad spot. That is not a good spot. She gritted. Oh, she grabbed her. It's not pity. She kicked her off. She kicked her off, but she touched her though. Float, she's spinning, she touched me. But if I'm floating, so what? No risk there. You know just the right things to say, But in the end, you'll toss me into a cage on death row, won't you? Or you'll murder me outright, just like they did to Jin. She's going crazy. It's win or lose, live or die. A winner takes all survival match. No going back now. She's going sicko. Holy crap. She's freaking. She got stabbed in a really bad spot, y'all. That's not just something. Well, this is anime. Like I could lose this Like I'm saying that she got stabbed in a bad spot, yes, but Endeavor literally lost an arm and made a fire fist. So it's like, what the heck? I don't know. All right, that seems like the obvious truth for both of us. If it's really not pity, then it's just your ego talking. And if our egos are clashing, then you're dead meat, hero. Oh man, Sad Man's Legion. Oh boy. You got Pixie Bob. I can't tell who that is. I should. Who's this back there? Bunch of twices. Why am I blanking on who this is? Their faces look creepy. Sad Man's Legion. Whoa. Whoa. This is what everybody was afraid of. Like, that looks insane. Like, what the heck? That looks crazy. Have you ever seen such a thing? Quirks will grow stronger with every generation until no one can hope to control them. Over the years, we've often heard whispers of that doomsday theory. That looks insane. Well, here it is. Coming to a head today. Wow. This one girl, her emotions are transforming the very world. Am I muted? Possible I could be muted. Possible. Could be possible. This one girl, her emotions are transforming the very world. This looks insane. Go on, Crusher. Oh. Dude, look at all the different blood, like, people that she has. Look at everybody. Hold on, wait a minute. So they're rushing in. Gunhead martial arts. No way is she doing that. No way is she flipping and dipping. Hold on. My page froze. Hold on. Let me zoom in on this again. So they're coming in. And she's just... No way. No way is she flipping and dipping like that. She's... Alright, Gunhead martial arts. Next page. So what if we're floating? There's no damage done. Exactly. My zero gravity isn't a power for hurting people. Dude, I'm kind of scared. I would never feel happy about dropping a person out of the sky. If it's really not pity, then it's just your ego talking. Ego, huh? You may be right. You've intentionally killed people. And I can't wipe your slate clean. She's spitting. Yet when I see your face, it's like you had no choice. I figure there must have been a reason. Because that day when the world got turned upside down, what I said made you look so sad. She's losing it. You were the sad one. She's like, we both were. Listen to me, Himiko Toga. You seriously scared the crap out of me when we first met. Because I didn't understand you back then. That face. Given the situation, how could you grin like that? Such a genuine smile. Yes. Shut up. You'll live as Himiko Toga. Sounds great. Drop all the bodies you like and become whoever the hell you want. Stop making that creepy smile. Just die. Why won't you die already? I know I pushed you away that one time. And maybe this world isn't a place you can be yourself. Jeez. This is crazy. Like, Ochiko's going, she's getting the Deku gene, and it's not a good one. Right? Like, Deku, I feel like Deku should be the only mad lad kid that runs around doing the craziest things possible. This is a great moment. I don't want to take away from this moment. I don't want her running around doing Deku mad lad stuff. I think I only could take Deku doing Deku mad lad stuff. I don't know if I can handle her doing the mad lad stuff too. It's like, it's hitting. It's kind of hitting me. I can only take one kid doing the mad lad stuff. I can't take two of them. I can't. This is mad lad stuff. She is in the fire right now. And she's pulling hard. Oh my gosh. I know I pushed you away that one time. And maybe this world isn't a place you can be yourself. Just your ego. Look at her. I know all that. Yet even so, I've observed so many happy faces in my time. Nah, they're not doing they're doing the Deku Shigi thing. Oh God. But being able to declare what you love and do it with your whole face. Well, that smile of yours is so perfect that I'm honestly jealous. You hear me? Oh God. Oh God. Or he's snapping out with this art. Like some sort of deviant. Oh wow. Oh wow. And what is she doing? And I don't want to pretend I never saw your amazing smile. What is she doing? What's happening? What's happening? I'm doing the thing again. Next page. Doing the thing again. What's happening? What's happening? Wow. 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 I'm floating, but Uraraka never touched me. It's like it spread between bodies that came into contact. This one girl. Look, I can't erase all your crimes or approve of everything you've done, but if any part of you still feels like talking to me, you can have a lifetime's worth of my blood. So let's have that chat about romance, Himiko Toga. This is what First of all, not Uraraka getting the Shigaraki upgrade. First of all, not her getting the Shigaraki upgrade. right? Not her getting the Shigaraki upgrade. But secondly, this one last, I'm getting kind of emotional. Hold on. This whole last page, this right here is everything that anytime I've talked about Toga, what like you should have done. It's like if you know what her quirk is, you figure out what her quirk is. If she has this impulse for blood, she lashes out because she was suppressed and pushed down. But if you were to just satiate her craving, what would she be like? If you satiate her craving, she would just be a normal kid. It's literally. I'm so glad it. This is what was needed. Getting kind of emotional. I'm trying to hold it together. Wow, this was a great chapter. 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 This is a great chapter. Because you have the whole chapter of Uraraka constantly like trying to break through the armor, and Toga she's like kicking against the prick. She's kicking back. No. Everything I've heard my entire life. No. And for Ochako to like break through, like it's like she broke through. Her quirk is busted. Her quirk is busted. Her quirk is busted. Jumped to like top 5 strongest 1A. She's fighting for 4th. She's fighting for 4th. Because 1A, I'm going the 3 I can't believe they're really called the 3 Musketeers. I can't believe that's the name we decided on, community. The 3 Musketeers is the name we decided on. Whatever. It's the 3 Musketeers. And then you're flipping between Ida. You're flipping between her. I think it's just your preference at that point. Because I don't think you can argue that Deku's number 1, Bakugo is 2, and Shoto is 3. Or you can go Deku 1, Shoto 2, Bakugo 3. Hell, on any given day. Well, Tokoyami fought all for 1. He did. True. He fought all for 1, so he's 4th. And she's 5. She's 5. She's 5. But Tokoyami was different though. Like Tokoyami's was in a raging storm with an all for 1 that's being rewound, all that stuff. Like we had to what is it called? We had to complete a guide list. Like we had to check everything off. And then it's like, yeah, Tokoyami, here you go. And we slam him in the system and he's working. This is any situation. Any situation. She does this and like she can stop an entire battlefield like she just did. She can stop a whole battlefield. She brought a whole battlefield to a standstill. Like this battlefield has been raging for how many chapters? Have all these Twices been running around and everybody's been scrambling? She brought it to a standstill. Everyone's just floating in the air now. And they're like, what's happening? Like, why am I floating? Like, imagine you were fighting and you're scrapping and all of a sudden you're just, what the hell? I don't know what's going on. Like, it's just like what Jiro said. It's like, she didn't touch me. What's happening? It's like she can render a battlefield useless. And it would take for the people that have air mobility or they can navigate this zero G, but it makes it so much more difficult. Like you, like, dude, that. She got the Shigaraki upgrade. Can she be a counter to Shigaraki? Because Shigaraki dumps his decay. She makes the decay float. She could stop it. Right? You get someone to break the ground and lift it up, like how Pixie Bob did whenever the first war happened. And then you have Uraraka float. Just boom, float the dirt and leave it there. The decay's never going to come back down and touch the earth to keep going. I think she might be a hard counter to Shigaraki's decay. She just needs someone to put in the work to get the decay separated from everything else. Dude. They're like, her and Deku would be a problem together. Her and Deku would be a problem. Her and any of the three. I can't believe it's the Three Musketeers. Her and any one of the Three Musketeers is a problem. She's a counter to decay. And it makes sense, right? It's not like, oh, that came out of that. It makes sense. It makes sense for her quirk mutation, her quirk awakening, not mutation, her quirk awakening to be something like that. It makes total sense. Makes total sense. I zoned out for a second. I'm thinking. I was thinking of what would a battlefield be like if you could have Mirio flying around with her using this? I've been watching and playing Final Fantasy. I just need quirks to have transformations. If quirks had transformations, that'd be crazy. So, all right. So, out of all the kids, who's had their quirk awakenings? So we Deku technically his all One for All has been awakening since the sports festival, but Shoto's isn't Shoto, no, right? No. If Shoto's quirk were to quirk awaken, that wouldn't be fair. He already is unfair. For him to if he would have quirk awakened, I'd been that's just you talk about busted. What does he awaken to? That's why I'm not even trying to think about it. Bakugo is awakened. Mina awakened. Koda awakened. Okay, yeah, that's right. The horns. That's right. And then now Uraraka has awakened too. And then Ida technically, because Ida pulled out his mufflers. Ida's a pseudo awakening. He pulled his mufflers out so he's more powerful. Technically, I don't even know what would Ida's be. What would Ida's quirk awakening be? I can't think. Not counting students, we have Toga's quirk awakened, Shigaraki's quirk awakened, Spinner got injected with another quirk. There was no need for Dabi's quirk to awaken. He's just busted. No, Dabi's quirk did awaken. He did have a quirk awakening. His ice powers became more prevalent. So technically he had his ice quirk awakened. More engines for Ida. So technically Dabi did awaken. Who else has had an awakening? I think that's pretty much it, right? as far as quirk awakening, and did I say Shigaraki? If I didn't say Shigaraki, Shigaraki. But I think I did say Shigaraki. Wow. That's all. Okay. I'm looking at her right here. And I'm looking at this panel of them as like kids. This was a great chapter. This was a great chapter. This was a great chapter. Holy crap. This is crazy. Remember when I was talking about, oh man, this is the lowest tier. Lowest tier of hype. This is the lowest tier of hype. And you get a moment like this. Well, touch quirks get an AoE upgrade. Both Shiga and Uraraka have touch quirks and they get AoEs. I thought the same thing too for like a split second. I'm like, who else has touch quirks? Do we know of anyone else that has a touch quirk? No, right? That's like similar to them. Like I touch something and something is active. Uraraka, I touch, things float. Shige, I touch, things decay. Anyone else have Rock Lock? Rock Lock is I touch stuff, but he's like I touch and then I twist and then it just stays there. Rock Lock's if Rock Lock had the same AoE effect, if his awaken like theirs, where he just slams the ground and locks it and everyone on the ground just stops moving, that would be kind of busted. No, that would be kind of busted. Or hell, it doesn't even, I don't even like, I need to see how Rocklock's quirk works. Can he lock something in the air? I don't know if it works like that. I don't know if it needs to be attached to something for the lock. Hey, it could get freaky. It could get really freaky. You can lock a piece of wood in the air. Hell, okay, so check this. Someone's flying at him. Boom, he just locks them. Does he? He just locks them. That'll be just lock an entire area. The thought of Rocklock touching the ground and locking everything that's touching the ground would be kind of dope. Just boom, locked. Building falls, yeah, just lock it. If he had an awakening, it'd be kind of crazy. If it worked AoE just like theirs does. I say all this to say, this was a great chapter. Uraraka is hurt really bad. Like, she needs medical attention, like, right now. She's not okay. That's what I'm saying. She's doing the Mad Blat stuff, like Deku. Like, I think we don't think nothing of it because we've watched Deku run around with flopping arms as all the bones in his arms are just powder. And he just doesn't care. She's not okay. She's gone through a lot in this one chapter alone. She's experienced a lot of trauma. She needs medical assistance. She's gonna need medical assistance. A lot of 1A is tore up right now. You are right. You are right. A lot of 1A is tore up right now. I'm still banking on. I don't know. I want Deku to. I keep thinking about One for All as like a freaking transformation when he unlocks 100%. I want it to be like. I want it to be I wouldn't even care. I wouldn't even care if 100%, like Deku at 100%, not like boosting himself to 100, boosting himself past 100, because all those things are different than One For All actually working at 100%. I want it to be like a Deus Ex Machina. I don't care. I want it to be like, we don't even know what percentage. We don't. I would assume he's like, last time we got a number, what was it? Only last number one, but that was like faux 100%. That was Fajin and everything was being boosted. The last time we had a number before we were getting artificially boosted, it was 40, right? Yeah, it was before he left. But it was like the couple chapters before he left is when we got a number. I want to say it was around 40. My guess, I would claim 60 easy until Hori does like One For All 42%. No, but I would say 60. I would say 60. Hell, maybe everything he did during the Dark Deku stuff and like the focusing on all the quirks, maybe that increased his percentage. Just he was working at, granted he was overworking himself, but he was trying to be as optimal as possible until he was getting too tired, and then he was just dragging himself. But he really was working optimally. Everything was a process. Like he was processing everything. That's too much. Let me dial it back. So maybe that percentage is a little higher. I want 100% to act like a transformation in any one of these other shonen series, where it's like, best thing I can think of is Super Saiyan. You have to remember, on Namek, when Goku was fighting Frieza, before he turned Super Saiyan, he was at his limit. It'd be funny if Deku won this fight at 50. That would be crazy. But on Namek, Goku was at his limit. He reached his limit. There was nothing else to tap into. The Spirit Bomb was the last resort. We charged the Spirit Bomb and we had Piccolo try to distract Frieza long enough, because if we hit Frieza with the Spirit Bomb, we could kill him. And it didn't work, and Frieza was still alive. There was nothing else. We were dead. We were dead to rights. And then Deus Ex Machina, Super Saiyan, and then it was like Goku didn't have a limit anymore. His limiter was broken, and he has this whole new key reserve, and he's basically like not fatigued anymore. He's not tired. He doesn't get tired for the rest of that fight. He's just fine. I want 100% to be like that, where it's just like, all right, 100%. I want it to be like this. I want it to be like the freaking Avatar state. That's what I'm tapping on. Like when we go into the Avatar, whenever the Avatar goes into the Avatar state, it's like everything that was going on before the Avatar state didn't matter, and now we're here now. I want it to be something like that, where it's like some resonance where he's at 100%, and it's just like some weird freaky resonance, and he's just busted. He's already busted, but it's just like now he is busted, and like he's got all the other quirks are working at 100%, and it's just like harmony. And it's working like a well-oiled freaking machine. I want it to be like that. That's what I want it to be like. And then just have him and Shigaraki throw down until they can't throw down anymore. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want. Will it happen? Probably not. Probably not. But that's what I would like. On Deku making weapons with Black Whip and Shiggy, that'd be cool. No, I am. If I could get my main character to have a sword, all my main character have a sword. Deku brandished a Black Whip. Ah! If he made like a Black Whip sword. Okay. Saying all this to say, Iron All Might is somewhere out here. Iron Might. Iron Might could be out here fighting All For One, and we haven't seen it yet. Dude, what if next chapter was Iron Might? What if? Basically has Gum. He basically does. I'm thinking of the different comment. We thought about the combinations before. I want him to combine Black Whip and Smokescreen. That's what I want him to combine. Black Whip and Smokescreen. Make something funky. Make a thick smoke that you can manipulate and bind. That would be freaky. Where do we make shadow clones? He could. Right now, it feels like Deku just... His mind is like a playground. Whatever it feels like he thinks he can do, he probably can do. What do we do next chapter? Are we in... do we continue following up with this? I'm trying to think what would be the worst thing that could happen next chapter. Still focused on Ochako and Toga. Like, if we don't cut focus, what is the worst thing that could happen? I don't know. I think the worst thing I can think of is like Toga's like, no, right? If she knows or something like that, be the worst thing I can think of. I don't think that's gonna happen though. That would be that would be the craziest twist, because we're already worrying like if this is gonna be a repeat of Hawks and twice. But right now it feels like it's the reverse. It feels like Ochako is actually swaying Toga. But how crazy would it be is if Hori let us feel like Ochako was getting through and Toga just like flipped the script and was like, nah. It would be nasty. That would be a nasty thing. It would be absolutely disgusting if that were to happen. It might make me angry. But I would like commend him for the balls to do it, right? If it led to like something really bad happening to Ochako, I would be like, you have the balls to do that. I would hate it though. You can't give me this. You got this girl crying and breaking because Ochako, like, she's finally hearing the words she probably wished she always heard, and finally someone says it. For it to be like a spit in the face where it's just like it doesn't matter anymore, it's too late. That would suck. I would hate it. But damn, would it be ballsy. Damn, would it be ballsy. I don't know why for a second I'm like, I know All For One is like super preoccupied right now trying to get to Shigaraki and All Might's in front of him. I don't know why in my brain, like, I'm looking at this big panel with the two of them. I'm looking at this panel right here. I'm looking at this panel. And I don't know why in my brain I just see All For One coming in and just like snatching Ochako's quirk and then leaving. I don't know why that popped in my brain, but it did. I know he can't be here unless we off-screened All Might, which would be nasty, Hori. If we off-screened All Might. And we somehow ended up on this battlefield and not going to Shigaraki. But I don't know why I just see him flying by like, give me this, thank you, and just taking off. Why he would take float, I don't know. But I don't know why I saw that image. boy. What a chapter. What am I using for the thumbnail? I might use that Toga one. Yeah, I might use this Toga one. Oh, man. I think that's it. I think I'm calling it. I think I am. That was a great chapter. Does it say we're getting a chapter next week? Hold on. Getting a chapter next week? 7 days. So unless we get something else that happens, we should be getting a chapter. There's comments. Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to read those. I didn't know there was comments for these. I didn't realize it. I'm not going to read those. But yeah, I'm going to call it here. Great chapter. Great chapter. I really like this chapter. I really did. I think this is Kamui Woods. That's what I was thinking about. That face back there, I think is Kamui Woods. Because he was also... Oh. Arrow keys. He was also right here. Kamui Woods. It's up here. Pretty sure that's Kamui Woods without his helmet. So yeah, I'm going to call it there. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your Sunday. Have a good rest of your week. Hopefully, God willing, I see you right back here for 394 of My Hero. So again, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. Peace out.